Look at it, you guys. I love it every summer when this tree blossoms. I think it's cherry blossoms, but it is so beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's get into this story time.
Yo, it's dead in this town. You know, it's crazy. Gotta shake things up. For real. Let's go.
Quiet nights, there is no sound. Who needs a life with no fun around?
Hey, you guys. Miss True, what it do? Hey, True family. Yes, honeys. Let's talk about it. First of all, I'm sitting outside on this beautiful day. But what I don't like, you guys, I don't freaking like bugs. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And yes, I got a drink. I have some cranberry juice with a splash of lime and Ciroc. So let's talk. I'm comfortable. Yeah, I'm gonna be comfortable during this conversation. So let's talk about the first time that I had a baby. No, I'm just playing. we gonna talk about SEX. That's what we finna talk about, okay? It's hot, y'all. It's probably 91 with a okay breeze. This hair right here is getting on my nerves out here. I'm gonna make this quick because I don't do heat. So first of all, I told some of this story before. My lovely husband and I met in a club called Red Corvette back in Wisconsin. Excuse me. Allergies is working me. And I had never seen him before, you guys, but I should have seen him because he was raised in the block over from my family where we lived. So, and he ran with like some of the people my brother and them ran with. He went to the same high school that my brothers went to. So we should have been in each other's circle, but we never actually met until I guess God said it was time for us to meet, you know? It was in the making, you know. Long over long overdue when we finally got to see each other. Like I said, we went to the same, we were in the same surroundings. He knew who I knew. We just didn't know each other. It's hot, y'all. But this is the only place I could get some privacy. So we were at the club. I walked by. He, like I said, was sitting on a bar stool talking to his best friend. I can remember this like it was yesterday. And we was just walking. You know how you case the joint first before you find you a seat? That's what we was doing. We was looking, you know? I was talking to somebody else at the time, but it was like on the verge of not being. So I was at the grocery store looking for groceries, I guess you can say. So walking around the bar, this man just grabs me. First of all, I'm irate because why are you touching me? And you know how men sit at the bar with their legs cocked open, you know, looking at broads as they walk by. He grabbed me, pulled me in between his legs, and gonna turn around to his best friend and say, "This gonna be my wife." And I'm looking at him like, "No, I'm not gonna be. I don't even know you, bruh. I don't know you from a can of paint." So I go to the bathroom. Lo and behold, as soon as I walk out the bathroom, guess who's standing outside the bathroom? Like, you watched me walk around the club? Yeah. Go to the bathroom, come out. He leaning up against the wall, against the ladies' room, waiting for me to come out. And I come out, you know, we talk for a little bit. He asked me for my number, and I gave him my number. I did. I was either 19 or 20 at the time, y'all. Gave him my number. This is so he called. That's when we had house phones. I had a cell phone, but I gave him the house phone number. We had a whole house. I was in one room. My baby sister was in another room, and my brother, my big brother, rest in peace, he had the whole entire attic. So he was in the room across from us. Is that hair, y'all? I'm sweating. So the phone ring. It was like, mind you, we went to the club, so you know it had to be like 2:30 in the morning. And my brother had the phone in the room with him because he was always on the phone with his chicks, talking to girls or whatever. This fool comes across to my room banging on the room door, and mind you, I'm his little sister. He's my big brother, so he's a protector. He passed me the phone and say, "That ain't nothing but a motherfucking booty call." That's what my brother said to me. That's a booty call. I said, "Boy, give me the phone." And he said it loud enough so that my husband could hear it on the phone. Give me the phone. My brother, I wait till, because he stood at the door. My brother, like, what you finna say on this phone? Like, dude, I'm 19, 20. Keep it pushing. So he go back into his room. And I get to talking to Kilo on the phone. First of all, when he told me his name was Kilo at the club, I told him, I said, when I introduced myself, I gave him my name. When he introduced himself, he said his name was Kilo. I said, bruh, I am not calling you Kilo. I will not call you Kilo. What is your real name? So he gave me his name. I guess that's the name he gave to all the chicks. Kilo. Kilo sound real smooth. Kilo, that nigga from the block. The block is hot. Yeah, no, I don't want that. I'm not your average bear. Give me your name, nigga. So he gave me his name. So, of course, when I spoke to him, it was by his first name. I'm not calling you Kilo. What I look like? So, he called me on the phone. Brother said it ain't nothing but a booty call. I'm talking to him on the phone and stuff. And we talking. We get probably 10 minutes into the conversation. He said, "You coming back out tonight?" I had my own car. My daddy had got me a brand new car. Yeah, I'm spoiled. I'm a daddy's girl. My daddy had got me a car. He said, "So why don't you come back out tonight?" I'm like, "Man, dog, I'm finna go to sleep. I'm tipsy. I just ate. Mom's cooked. I just ate. I'm in the bed, He said, "Come on. I got a room." "You got a room? The fuck?" "Oh, this was set up. No, I most definitely won't be visiting you. I am not giving you no punani on the first." Hell to the no, no, no. So I didn't talk to. We got off the phone that night. No, I did not run to nobody's hotel room that night. So it must have been. I know I talked to him the next day. I talked to him, a few days in a row. We met up one day, and because at the time he had a daughter. Ashley was about 3 years old when I first met her, and when he would buy her clothes, she would always have on boy clothes like basketball jerseys, basketball shirts with the matching shorts. You know what I'm talking about. She would always have that on. I'm looking at a butterfly, y'all. How often do you see a butterfly up close? Did y'all see it flapping? It flew right in front of y'all. Look at Jesus. He wanted to see. Come show him again. I'm scared too at the same time. So we went shopping, and I picked out all some girly clothes for her, woo woo. Maybe a week later, he came by and made the mistake of blowing the horn in front of the house, and my daddy was in the house. My daddy looked at me like, he said, "If you take your ass out there, we're going to have a problem." So my daddy go to the door. First of all, we have a problem because this nigga got the same kind of Cadillac my daddy got sitting in front of the house, so you know what that means. He a hot boy. You know what I'm saying? My daddy looking at me like, I'm the oldest daughter. This is the first time he going through this with a girl. And so Kilo get out the car, come into the house, and he had to go into the living room. You know that living room where don't nobody ever get to sit, where they got plastic on the furniture? Yeah, he had to go sit down and talk to my daddy. They had their little conversation. And me and him was we went outside on the porch and we was talking, just chopping it up on the porch. And before I knew it, he was like, just take a ride with me. I'm like, dude, I don't even have on my shoes. I need to go back in the house and get my shoes. He was like, no, just come on. I guess he didn't want to take the risk of my daddy talking me out of coming with him. So we left. We did. We got in the car and we drove to a park. I forgot which park it was. We drove to the park and we just sat in the park and we talked, got to know each other a little bit. It's off of Capitol or something like that. We went to some park. Next thing I know, he was driving me back home. So on the way back home, it was a inn called the Diamond Inn. This was 2 weeks after we met. I jumped some parts, y'all. We went to the park. We didn't go to the hotel. We didn't go to the hotel then. We went back home. He dropped me back off at home. We would talk every now and then, every other day, but he knew that I went out every weekend on Saturday night. So we started alternating getting rooms. So one night he'd get a room, one night I'd get a room, and we did it that way. But the first time that we went to the hotel, yeah, this nigga put it down. Oh, he had me reaching for shit that wasn't there. I'm telling, I'm not gonna be too graphic with it, y'all, but it was the greatest in the world to me, especially at that time, because prior to him, I was messing with somebody, but I had never ever climaxed. You hear me? This is when I was 20. I had never climaxed, y'all. But when I get with this dude one good, great, fantabulous time, oh my God, this nigga had me reaching for the moon. Woo, and I know that ain't the time you should be talking about the Lord, but I was saying his name. Like, thank you, Jesus. Stop. I'm getting bit up, y'all. I'm like, thank you. Lord, I want to thank you. He had me reaching for shit that wasn't there. I did things that I didn't know I could do at that time, because you're just learning yourself, learning, your body, all of that. So that was the first time I consider my first time, because that was the first time that I climaxed, y'all. So we would do that every other weekend, and one weekend I just went all out. I got candles, I got chocolate, whipped cream, strawberries. We went back to the same motel, y'all. It was called the Diamond Inn. It was called the Diamond Inn. That's why the first girl name is Diamond. We went to the Diamond Inn. Used to go to the Diamond Inn, and also was like was fucking amazing days. I'm telling you, we would go out to the club. We was litty already. Go to the hotel. I set all that up, and y'all remember that song, Mary J. Blige song? I can love you. I can love you. I can love you better than she can. Y'all remember Mary J. singing that? Girl, that was playing one night. We talking about somebody can love you better. I did. But ever since that first time, I knew I was hooked. You know how they say pussy whipped? I was whipped from that first time with him. Whipped. And I knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with him. But you know, you can't tell no man the first couple of weeks or whatever that you want to be with them, because they gonna run away. They running for the hills. Like, it's too soon. We having fun. You right, we having fun. We having fun until we got pregnant 3 weeks later. That's where Diamond came from. Yes, Lord. And we've been together ever since, y'all. Fucking amazing. It's been a whirlwind. We've had good and bad. We've had mistakes made. But to get to where I am today, I would not change it for the fucking world. Um, Once we shared our stories, far as where he used to live, everybody he knew, everybody I knew it was meant to be. Like, he is my soulmate, my love of my life. Yes, some days I can't stand him. Some days I can't stand his arrogance. He's an Aries, y'all. Some days I can't stand him, but 90% of the time I love the shit out of this man, you know? And I feel that from him too. I get set on a pedestal, and I feel like I'm always on the pedestal with him. I'm his queen, and he treats me like one. And every woman deserves to be treated and feel the way that I feel. But that was the first time I climaxed. Now, the first time I actually did it wasn't worth anything, and I feel like I was peer pressured into the situation. I was about 15, y'all. My mama gonna cringe when she hear this shit. She gonna call me. Yeah, I was about 15. I spent the night with my best friend at the time. She's out in the world somewhere. We don't talk because of something that went wrong. But she kind of like put us in the room. We was cool. We was starting to talk to each other, me and this guy. But he ended up over her house one weekend. And she kind of threw me in a room with a condom. Basically, me and him. But it wasn't nothing, and it wasn't worth my while. So I waited until I met Kilo, and Kilo was freaking amazing, y'all. We used to go to the lakefront in Milwaukee, and you know the high chair where the what do they call those, the people who's supposed to, you know, make sure nobody's drowning, the guards, I forgot the name of it, but they used to sit on that high chair. Me and him went down there at the late one night. It was pitch black, wasn't nobody out there. We climbed up on that chair. I sat on his lap, and we just looked out at the darkness. And oh my God, it was so freaking amazing. These were things that I had never experienced before. And we came up with it together, you know? But long story short, that was my first time, and I still love the hell out that man. Yes. All right. More story time soon to come, y'all. I'm getting a little litty, a little tipsy. I'm going to end it there. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Share to your friends. Tell them, hey, go check out Miss True. Yeah. Make sure you guys like, comment, and share. And Miss True loves you. Have a great evening, you guys. I may be back again. We'll see what these kids got going on in the house. But deuces.